Welcome. Today is day 4 of the 5-day menu planning workshop. We're going to talk about some tips and tricks today in order to help you to be a little bit more successful in that grocery shopping. Because I know that not everybody loves grocery shopping. So drop in the chat below if you are live and present grocery shopping. Do you love it or do you hate it? Now, let's do a quick recap of what we've done so far this week, just so that you have that to have as a reference for you. On the first day of the menu planning workshop, we talked about doing a big clean out, really going through that fridge, getting rid of anything that was old or expired or moldy, going through your pantries, clearing out both things that were expired and things that you knew that you weren't going to use. And then we organized what you had left in order to ensure that your kitchen was prepared for the menu planning that was coming. On day 2, we talked about organizing again. And in this time, we weren't talking about organizing the physical space of your kitchen. We were talking about organizing your time and the way in which you were going to put your planning time together. So choosing a planning day, then choosing how you were going to do your meal prepping. Were you going to do it all at once, or were you going to do it each day individually? We talked about taking a look at your weekly schedule and deciding what days you need to eat out or cook in a crock pot or have leftovers based on what was going on in your family's schedule. And then finally, we talked about where you're going to be keeping your recipes. And whether you're a person who likes them in paper copies and you've got them in a notebook or on cards, whether you like to pull them from a particular computer source, it was really about organizing your recipe. So you had everything prepared for when you needed it on day 3. And on day 3, we talked about creating that menu. And with creating that menu, we thought about what kind of recipes fit best into the schedule you lay out for yourself, what recipes you can use with the ingredients you already have, thinking about serving sizes. I told my little story about a great chili that made a serving of 1. And really creating that list of items that you were going to need to buy because you didn't have them on hand. And so that brings us to where we are today, which is your grocery shopping. And I am excited to welcome you back for day 4. And again, if you are live with us now, jump in, say hello, and let me know how this is going for you. Now, like I said, today is grocery shopping, and we're talking about that grocery shopping. Some people love it. Some people do not like it at all. I know it's not everybody's favorite thing. Personally, I happen to like that time by myself in the store because I frequently don't bring my kids. But we are going to talk about ways to make it easier for you. We are going to start by talking about a grocery list. Now, we're going to take all of those categories of ingredients that you wrote down yesterday and separate them into the following categories: fruits, vegetables, breads, meat, and eggs, canned goods, condiments and spices, dairy or alternatives, and others. And you'll see in your workbook, I did give you a sample shopping list for you that you could use to organize. You can write down all the needed ingredients in each category and make sure that you're writing the quantities as well. You don't want to get home and discover, oh, I needed 2 cans of tomatoes and I only bought 1. So you can also go digital and use something like the Our Groceries app for making your list. Now, that may be a better option for you if you're planning on sharing your list with someone else in the household. Or, for example, if you split the duty in your house and you're in charge of menu planning and making the list, whereas another family member is going shopping. Now, let's take a moment and really start thinking about those money-saving tips. Okay? Money-saving tips now, because that is super important. If you have a favorite coupon source, drop that below. Now, one of the things that I'm going to suggest to you is to use a coupon app. There are a lot of incredible coupon apps out there that are going to allow you to type in the item that you're looking for, and it will show you the coupons or the sales or even the best deals for that specific item. If you don't mind going to a couple of different grocery stores for your groceries, this can actually be a huge saver for you. My father-in-law was the best at this. He would scan every single grocery store flyer for the week. He would figure out where the best prices were on everything and combine the coupons with them. And he loved the grocery shopping, so he would spend hours doing this, because what he also did at the same time was he would look for the items that he knew that the soup kitchen in his town or the food pantry in his town needed. So that's a great way to go about it. Now, I know that many of us are using couponing apps, and it's easier to use technology now than it had been in the past. However, I know that in my local town, we still get coupons each week in the newspaper, and we still get the grocery store flyers. So don't forget to look at those paper coupons and the grocery store flyers. Now, often you can find your canned, jarred, or box items on Amazon at a lower cost if you don't mind waiting for them to ship them to you. This can save you a ton of money, particularly on some of the more expensive health foods. Amazon even lets you set up subscribe and save if you go through a regular item on a particular basis, and it will ship that item to you automatically on a particular basis. Now be careful to make sure you're actually calculating how much of it is you're going to go through, or you may end up like me where it shipped me over and over 4 pounds of almond flour because I set my thing up wrong, and it was shipping me 4 pounds of almond flour, I think, every week. So another tip is to consider buying in bulk. You can take your dried items like pasta and nuts or seeds or dried beans, and often all of them can be bought in bulk at a much lower price. Now, this is especially worth it for staple items that you might be using every single week. Now, with that in mind, make sure you grab your list and stick to it, because now you are ready to hit that grocery store and start buying your food for the week. No last minute sale items just because they're on sale, and definitely do not go shopping hungry to avoid that temptation to buy on impulse. Now, if you just can't find the time to go to the store, there are many options now for grocery home delivery. You can check with your local grocery store for delivery options. And I know as well that there's Target does delivery now, Walmart, Amazon Fresh has delivery, Thrive Market, there's a Google Express now, there's Instacart, all of those provide delivery options. However, if you want a service that helps you with the meal planning and does the groceries and the delivery, you can consider emails. With emails, you pick the recipes for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the service creates a grocery list for you. You can even add items to the list that you need, like paper towels or napkins or a particular type of salad dressing. When your list is complete, you can either print that list and shop for yourself, or you can submit your order to a local delivery service. Now, please be aware that this is an option, but it is a fee-for-service option. I offer it as a suggestion. I do not endorse any particular option, nor do I receive any benefit from mentioning them. I just figured I would share things that I had discovered along the way. So, knowing that many of you are moms with kids, I would like to offer you some suggestions on filling your snack baskets with gut-healthy, brain-building foods, because this is something that I do personally for my own children, and it's something that I teach other families how to do to really help your children thrive. So when you're thinking about what's going in your snack basket for the week, you're going to want to avoid processed foods, sugary snacks, and any juice boxes or other drinks. You're going to want to add in nuts, such as almonds, pistachios, walnuts, cashews, pecans, macadamia nuts, Brazil nuts, hazelnuts. Nuts are not only high in healthy fats, which are brain food, but many of them also contain high amounts of magnesium. And magnesium actually helps with calming. Now, another option is pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are high in magnesium as well as being high in fiber and high in antioxidants. You can also consider adding in dried fruits such as apple, apricot, peach, figs, dates, or mangoes. Dried fruit contains a lot of fiber. Fiber is great for the digestive system, as well as a lot of antioxidants, especially polyphenols. Antioxidants and polyphenols are particularly beneficial to children who have attentional issues. Fresh fruit such as strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, apple, kiwi, orange, and even avocado is technically a fruit. All of the fresh fruits named here are low in sugar, but they're high in fiber as well as containing those beneficial polyphenols. Now, you've got low sugar, grain-free granola would be another great option to add into your snack basket. Low sugar, grain-free, or gluten-free granola is another snack that can be a healthy addition to that snack basket, especially if it includes seeds like pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, and chia seeds. All of these seeds are high in antioxidants and essential nutrients, but do take the time to read your granolas, as many are filled with sugar or wheat or other ingredients that may prove to be trigger foods for your children based on what their particular needs are. Now, I'm going to give you one treat to put in there. I would suggest mini bars of dark chocolate, not milk chocolate, dark chocolate as a treat. Now, mini bars of dark chocolate can be a really special treat. There are sugar-free versions of the dark chocolate, but some children do find these a little too bitter for their taste. Dark chocolate is super high in antioxidants, and it's known to raise your high-density lipoproteins, your HDL, which is your good cholesterol. And that protects you against that LDL, or that low-density lipoproteins, which is your bad cholesterol. It protects you from oxidation, which leads to clogged arteries. Dark chocolate is also high in magnesium. So you've got a number of great things that you can add to your list there that are going to be healthy snacks for you and your children. They are going to help to build the brain health of you and your children, as well as to improve your gut health. And both of those are going to have a huge impact on your overall mental health, as well as your immune health and your physical health. So with that in mind, if you have any questions while I am here, feel free to drop them in the chat. If not, if you're watching a replay, certainly feel free to drop a question in later on. I do go back and review them with you. I'm going to be posting some more recipe suggestions today, as well as some ways in which you can prep food and use that same food multiple times during the week. And so I am so excited that everybody has gotten so far in this challenge, and I hope this makes your grocery shopping a whole lot easier. So that's it for day 4. If you're up for it, share some pictures of your grocery haul with us in the group. And again, as people are dropping things in the chat for homework assignments, shall we say, of clean out pictures or menu pictures or your grocery haul pictures, do remember that I will be giving out a gift card at the end of the week. Tomorrow for day 5, we will be moving in to really talking about putting it all together, everything that we have done so far, and talking about some really easy tips to help you out as we close out this menu planning workshop. Thank you so much for being here today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.